Shalom, Yasharala, all praises and glory goes to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshua, Hashem, Kabadash, Barakatah. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai. This great gospel coming out of our Bible. And it's a wake-up call for Amalek. Right? So-called small hatters, right? We call them the small hatters, right? The people over in the land of the chosen people of the Most High who really don't belong there. But that's another subject. Really, it's all intertwined. It's all connected. Because there's a reason why it's so much fighting over in that land. Because the scriptures speak about when the people of the Lord return back in that land, there ain't gonna be no fighting. It's gonna be the end of all fighting, right? Scriptures speak about us going around the world and putting, burning their weapons, right? Destroying their weapons of war. So we know that the people in that land right now, according to the Bible, there's no way they could be the people of the Most High. And through the scriptures, we don't learn what else. This World War III that's coming, it's going to affect everybody. And they're getting a wake-up call, right? Because they being drafted to go to war too. Right? Look at my man right here, boy. This is the Sith Lord right here. This guy look like Darth Vader without the mask. He on demon time 24/7. Look at this character. It says, Rabbi Dov Lando attends a meeting to discuss the enlistment of ultra-Orthodox Jews in the military. Right? What do he say? He say prominent, right? Ultra-Orthodox rabbis urge yeshiva students on Wednesday and Thursday to refuse any contact with the Israel Defense Force as the parties that represent their community escalated threats to leave the coalition if Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu fails to pass a law to exempt Haredi men from military service by the end of the Knesset's summer session. Right? You got Lord Sif, Don Lando, right? He telling his so-called rabbis and his students, man, hey, man, we ain't going to war. They don't want no fight. One thing you gotta realize, man, this conflict that's coming, man, they don't want no fighting. Who do you think they're gonna send to fight this war? Right? From the look of things, it look like they're gonna send the American peoples. Right? We've been told you America is that military. Rome is their church, and London is where they control the finances, right? That's that triangular control that they got on the minds of you people, right? It says most Americans oppose sending U.S. troops to defend Israel. Poll finds, it says most Americans don't want to send troops to defend Israel. U.S. survey finds majority opposes sending troops to defend Israel. Right? It says, as Iran braces for war, its citizens are kept in the dark. Iran responses to Israel looms. What are the possible scenarios? Man, we already know. All our war, because they talking about sending Americans to go fight, right? We know what's coming. It's the book of Joel 2 verse 20. It says, but I will remove far off from you the northern army, right? The North American army, right? They are going over to the Middle East. They are going to go fight in the land of Israel. They are going to go fight in Iran. They about to go fight over in the Philippines because the China on some bully shit over in the Philippines, over in the South Asia. Right, so we know all hell is breaking loose around the world. What's building up? World War III, right? It says, but I will remove far off from you the northern army and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face towards the east sea, right? And his hinder part towards the uttermost sea, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savior shall come up, because he have done great things. One thing we know that a lot of people, really, nobody's coming back to America. If you're in the military in this World War III, you get shipped off overseas, you ain't coming back. Because it ain't going to be in America to come back to, because America will be destroyed according to the Bible. I'm going to read the book of Revelation 18:8. It says, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. And she shall utterly be burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord power who judgeth her," right? The end game is nuclear destruction of America. So I'm telling you, ain't no military coming back to America. It says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornications, and lived deliciously with her, and bewailed her, shall bewail her, and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning." Right? They're going to see the smoke of her burning. Right? It says, "Standing afar off for the fear of torment, saying at last, for that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come." For in 1 hour is thy judgment come. It's the book of Ezekiel 36:5. It says, "Therefore thus saith the Lord power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all the Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their hearts, with a despiteful mind to cast it out for a prey." Right? They done kidnapped the people of the Lord, and they done stole the land of they done invaded that land, man, because that land don't belong to the people that's in that land. Right? You got Arabs, you got Ishmaelites fighting against Edomites over what property that's not theirs. You also got Hamites in that area also. And you got two fucking thirds. Right? We call them not the 2/3 slack. You got dumb Israelites who's gonna meet their demise in that land, because the two parts there and that shall be cut off and die. That's here in America. But you got dumb Israelites in the land of Israel thinking they could just go in that land. The Lord said he's gonna set us in that land. Matter of fact, let's get this. It's the book of Ezekiel 36 verse 24. It says, "For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all the countries, and will bring you into your own land." Right? The Lord's going to do that. It didn't say you're going to get a passport, you're going to get a bunch of niggers together out of America, and you're going to go back to the land of Israel and live by the power plants. No, that ain't what it says. Ezekiel 36:24, "For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all the countries." Right? And we're not just here in America. Right, we're not just here in America, Haiti, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Central and South America. We're in everywhere. Over in Arab country, over in Edomite country, over in Elamite country, and all the heathen. We've been spread amongst the heathen. That's why it says, "For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries," right? ALL, all countries. "And will bring you into your own land, That's when the kingdom of heaven get established, and that's after the destruction of Babylon the Great. Because right, it's gonna be people beamed up in chariots, right? We went to these countries on slave ships, right, or diasporas, or right, whatever happened. However we got in these countries, the Lord dispersed us amongst these people. So deliverance is gonna come through chariots. This is the book of Matthew 24:29. It says, "Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory," in the chariots, right? "And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other," right? From the north, south, east, and west. Right? That's what's about to happen. The Lord's coming back to deliver the children of Israel, the elect of the children of Israel. It's the book of Revelation 11:11. It says, "And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them." Right? It's the times we're in right now. Right? We're on our feet, standing up. Right? Because we are dead, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of that great city. Right? We were lost souls without hope until this gospel came through. And this gospel woke us up. Right? It says, "And and after 3.5 days, and after 3 days and a half, right, 350 years from our first ship landing here, it says first slave ship landing here, and the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. They stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. That's when the Lord comes back. Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, right? Right? Because the Lord was receiving a cloud. The Lord's coming back with clouds. And the clouds are the chariots, and their enemies beheld them, right? That's why it tells you in the Apocrypha, it says they were amazed at the strangeness of their salvation, right? Because them niggas got kidnapped by motherfucking chariots, by UFOs. That's what they're going to be saying. But they ain't going to have too much time to think that, because it's going to be raining fire on their asses. It says, in that same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. In the earthquake were slain men 7,000, and a remnant were affrighted, and gave glory to the Most High of heaven. Right, that's why it says the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, that third world war. Right, ain't nothing nobody can do to stop it, man. Them small hatters, they gonna have to fight. They gonna have to fight. These people here in Babylon the Great, they just passed a bill where what it said 18 or 16 to whatever age, you got no choice, right? You got no choice, you got no voice, you gonna have to fight.